Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have with me Svitch XE. Switch is a premium foldable fat e-bike, an Indian brand based out of Gujarat. They have three foldable e-bikes in their catalog, MXE being the most affordable one and XE Plus, which is their flagship model. This one is XE and is the middle one of all those. I must say this thing looks super cool and wherever you take it, it grabs a lot of attention. Good thing this is foldable. It folds into half so that you can take it with you wherever you go. Otherwise, beware, this is very prone to being stolen. Before we move further, let me quickly run you through the spec sheet. So this one comes with a 48 volts, 250 watt BLDC hub motor made by Switch themselves. The battery again is 48 volts, 11.6 ampere hour lithium ion battery, and Switch says this can also be upgraded. You can also expand it to 14.5 ampere hours as well. And the claimed range with the stock battery is 60 to 80 kilometers per charge. This comes with a 7-speed Shimano Tourney group set, and the frame is made out of aluminum alloy. The rims and tires are 20-inch into 4-inch wide. Really fat tires are made by Kenda. Overall weight of the bike is 31.5 kilos. I know it is heavy. I'd like you to hold on to that thought until a little later. You can visit their website for more technical spec information. Today in this video, I will share some of my thoughts about how the Svitch XE feels to ride, some additional thoughts about this bike in general. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing and also check out some more videos that I have done on e-bikes and other topics related to e-bikes. And also give this video a thumbs up. This will help me reach more people who are interested about e-bikes. Before I go ahead and share my thoughts about how this thing rides, let's address the elephant in the room, the price. If you're here watching this video, you might know how much this costs. This thing costs rupees 82,000 including GST, and this immediately comes out as too expensive. Even when I was looking for e-bikes, I came across a Svitch XE and even I thought the same. I thought this is quite expensive. After seeing this in flesh and having ridden it, let me try to put this whole price thing into some sort of perspective. So first thing, this bike looks and feels premium and very solidly built. Even the cycle parts are from reputable brands. The overall design looks like it is built to last. Talking about battery and the motor, it is 48 volts as opposed to 36 volt unit that comes in more affordable e-bikes, resulting in more torque, and 48 volts battery is also 11.6 ampere hour, resulting in more range. So we are talking about an overall power of 556 watts. These are like class leading figures in if you look at our e-bike market here. Combine this with this beautiful design and the quality of materials used. All of this cannot come cheap. Having said that, if you check this class of foldable e-bikes internationally, like say Brompton, Rad Power, and many other international brands, nothing comes less than $1,000. Now when I look at all this, suddenly the pricing starts to make more sense. I personally believe that this price is totally justified for what this bike is. And come on, this bike still costs less than the latest iPhone. Now that the pricing conundrum is out of the way, let's talk about how this rides. Like I said earlier, this bike weighs about 31.5 kilos. But surprisingly, it doesn't feel that heavy when it is on two wheels. It's only when you lift it while it is folded will you feel a little bit of that weight. And most of that weight is due to those fat tires, the motor, and of course the battery. The frame is designed in such a way that it keeps center of gravity lower down, resulting in the bike feeling much nimble. The 250 watt motor is very torquey. Because of all of the torque, this picks up really quickly from standstill, and it gets to higher speeds much faster. Even though the speed is limited to 25 kilometers per hour, you can paddle it and push it even further and it just goes. I have been riding the Svitch XE on the highest pedal assist level, that is level 5. I must say that the cadence sensor is quite accurate. With my cadence modulation, it puts in smooth power delivery from the motor. Even though there's a little bit of lag, but the torque is always there when you need it. In one of my earlier videos, I had expressed that I'm not really a fan of throttle mode, but this bike proved me wrong because throttle mode is much more fun than the pedal assist mode in this. Throttle mode is really powerful. It kind of goes like a motorcycle in many ways. Combine this with this a whole frame geometry, these little fat tires, the whole riding experience is really fun and enjoyable. The 7-speed Shimano Tourney group set is okay, does its job, the gear shifts are fine, but the derailleur and the chain tend to swing quite a lot during rough patches on the roads or when I jump across the humps. It isn't very bothersome in most of the cases, but only when the terrain gets rough, the chain and the derailleur feel a little uncomfortable. Coming to the wheels, the 20-inch wheels and fat tires from Kenda are really great. They give you good confidence to ride hard in any terrain. Actually, on my Hero Electro e-bike that has 700C tires, I slow down every time I see a hump or a pothole. But on this one, I don't really have to. Having said that, these fat tires also offer a lot of rolling resistance. Like I always say that I like thinner tires better because of the rolling resistance is less in that. But this, because of its heavy weight, this bike also has a lot of momentum. So in more like steep inclines or even slight inclines, it doesn't have that effect of slowing down. It just goes. I've even tried cornering it, and this can't do that very well. The tires already soak up a lot of undulations on the road, and for everything else that there is, the front and rear suspension take care of. These front and rear suspension can be locked if you don't want to, and even otherwise, these are tuned perfectly for the kind of riding style this bike is intended to. You can easily take this bike on any surface, be it sand, be it snow, mud, trails, although not very technical ones, and it proves to be fun anywhere. Talking about the ergonomics of this bike, the seat is adjustable for height, the handlebar and the stem are adjustable for height and reach. Virtually anyone can set it up and ride comfortably. Since this is a folding bike, let's talk about its folding capabilities. So folding the XE is very easy, just like this, what you're seeing now. Once it is folded, it gets quite compact. You can easily fit it inside any car boot very easily. Battery can be removed. While it is out, you can also charge it. The battery, they say the battery takes about 3 to 4 hours from 0 to full charge. So now let's talk about one very important factor that can make or break your buying decision. That is brand reliability, spares and services. So in one of my earlier videos, I had mentioned how some e-bike brands in India do not offer test rides, and some of the brands don't even have clear information about them or their products. That led me to some sort of trust issues. Whereas with Svitch, they're very transparent. I checked their website, you can buy all the essential spares and accessories are all listed on their website. You can buy it directly from there or from the authorized dealer. And when I called Svitch dealer to inquire, they were very nice to talk to, and also they suggested a test ride. In all my previous videos, I always suggest you go and ask for a test ride. Svitch is very confident with their products, hence they brought it up first. So kudos for that. I am riding this bike from Vasiprak Svitch dealership in RR Nagar, Bangalore. And you can see the phone number down there. You can call them. They're really nice to talk to. They give you all the information that you need, answer all your questions. In fact, they have all the models of Svitch, so you can go and try and take your time and test ride them. Overall, really good experience at the Svitch dealership. Now, towards the end of the video, let's talk about some things that I didn't like about this bike. No bike is perfect, and Svitch XE is no exception. Like I said earlier, the throttle has a little bit of lag, and it's a little annoying, especially when you're trying to get past traffic or you're in some sort of tricky situation. When you twist the throttle, there is this little millisecond of lag that can rob a little bit of your confidence while you're riding in tight situations. Hopefully this can be adjusted with their internal controller in future. Secondly, I wish that this came with the Shimano Altius group set that comes on their higher end variant, that is XE Plus, because the current one, like I said earlier, feels a little bit uncomfortable when riding on rough terrain. And lastly, at this point, I'm really nitpicking. This bike looks absolutely gorgeous, but when you look closely at certain joints, the welds are a little harsh. This could have been finished in a little neat way. Apart from that, should you buy this bike? And it's an absolute yes from my side. I suggest you go to the dealership. The number is again in the description and also on the screen. Call the dealership and ask for a test ride. I personally love this bike. Find out if you do too. If you have any questions or queries about this bike you want to ask, you can drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.